Next talk to the team, we'll just go ahead and open it up for questions for Coach Dickey, please.
Coach, what was the key to the comeback when they were down 11? You down 11 second half.
We finally played. What was it, 45-minute game? I thought we looked like the guys that I recognized for 10 minutes. The last 5 minutes in the regulation league, we're down right at 9 points, and then we played our tails off and played hard in overtime, and didn't play extremely cerebral because the first play, Joe steps out of bounds, then we get the ball in Tayshawn and JJ, and they fade away. JJ shoots an ill-advised perimeter shot. Tayshawn and Daniel should have just brought the ball back out when we were up 5 rather than trying to finish it and dunk it. But having said that, there's 2 other things I want to say. One, Mike does a great job. Their teams play well, and Ray Penn and Omar Strong can shoot the ball. Not only can they shoot, they make it. There's a big difference. They can make it. That's one thing. And the second thing is we had some guys make some big plays. House hits a huge 3. Huge. Puts it in overtime. And then in the overtime, Tayshawn gets a 3-point play. Joe gets a 3-point play. Joe makes 2 more free throws, and little Jay makes 2 more free throws. So we have some guys make some good plays. Really happy that we won. Disappointed that we didn't play harder earlier. And that's part of my job, and got to get better at that, because if you play this great game, you got to be inspired to play for 40 minutes, and I thought that's the way that TSU played. Thought they ran some good stuff, but I thought we finally had a sense of urgency, played with energy, played with awareness, and made some big plays both offensively and defensively.
Coach, Tayshawn said it's obviously not the way you want to do things, but to paraphrase him, he said late they got scared. I mean, they saw the scoreboard, and that's why they kind of energized things, or they kind of got things going. And when you hear a player say that, and
talking about our guys,
yeah, I mean, he said that they kind of hit them.
I hope you hate the feeling of losing so bad that you played better a lot earlier, but I understand what he was saying. Another thing I'll point out is I thought J.J. Richardson gave us some good. He's only practiced 2 days. He's been out for 6 weeks, maybe almost 7, and he has not even practiced. So I was reluctant to play. He doesn't have a good feel yet, and that's obvious by that shot that he took out there. I like his confidence, but that's a bad shot. But he brought some energy. First thing he did, he goes in and gets a rebound. Couldn't have been anything better than that right there. So I thought we made some plays, but I knew it'd be a tough ball game. I didn't expect us to be down 11 with 9 to go. Is that what it was? 9 to go, 11, and then down 9 with 5 to go. But I'm really happy that we won.
There are 2, Ray and Omar. Seemed like any little space they got, it gave them enough to hit a 3. Did you?
Well, there's a couple of things. One, Mike does a good job running some sets for them, and 2, their teammates understand to get them the ball and when to get it to them, and then those guys can deliver.
Were those sets, some of those shots they made due to not some of your players being late on the picks or late on help?
Well, we have a term on the baseline, what we call you call it inter-tracks or piggybacking. But you can't disengage. You can't let a guy have space. You got to stay right on his hip right there. And I thought we disengaged in the ball game, and there just wasn't one guy. It was several guys. So they're fast. They're fast, and they don't need much time. But if you're right there on the catch, and then when you get there, if you get high hands, that's another thing that makes a difference. You can't just dare and shoot. They're going to shoot in your face. You can catch it out of the net. And they don't use a lot of rim. They're pretty pure on their shots.
Coach, what were you thinking when Dan House took the shot? What were you expecting?
I was just hoping that baby was going in. I thought he shot it with a lot of confidence when he he shot. I thought he shot with a lot of confidence. I'm glad it went in. What was I thinking? Go in, baby. Go in.
Anything else for Coach Dickey, guys?
Coach Davis said that playing UH is a big deal, but it's more the matchup continuing is up to you. Would you like to continue the matchup every year, UH TSU?
I'm going to think about that one after tonight because it is a big game for them. It's a big game. And we try to tell our guys that. But our guys we've got to mature in terms of understanding that everybody's got a good player. Everybody's pretty good. And you've got to bring an A game, a sense of urgency. You may not shoot the ball well, but you can control certain areas. You can control how hard you play. You can control your energy level. You can control your enthusiasm for the game. You can control you're helping your teammates score. You can certainly control I'm rebounding, I'm defending, I'm screening. Those are things you control. You might not shoot the ball well every night. We understand that. But the things we can control, we've got to do a better job now. You take TCU, shot the ball terrible at TCU, but we controlled the game the whole way because we had energy on defense and rebounding. And I thought we did a good job. But we have to have a sense of urgency every time we come out. We cannot relax against anybody. We cannot just show up against anybody.
Anything else?
He's had two, bad shooting performances the game before this. This game he broke out. Were you expecting him to have a pretty good?
Joe's a good shooter. There's no doubt about that. I was glad to see him hit his first three in the first half, and then he made some shots. We ran some. We ran a set for him out there. He got freed up in the lane twice. Once he got in there and got a basket. He had a big three over there in the second half. It was a big shot, and then he. Got that three-point play in overtime, which was a big, and then he's our leading free throw shooter. He's shooting almost 92%. So he's a terrific free throw shooter.
That's all the time we have, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.